Hey guys, welcome to another commentary done by Diggity, and again this is going to be the one beer extremely exhausted commentary, which apparently makes these very entertaining. Who knew? I think it's more tiredness than any sort of beer in my system, because just really tired today. But I feel like it's improving my commentating skills, so maybe I should just go jog and do laps and get extremely exhausted, just work like a 10-hour day every single day before commentating just for you guys. Haha, just kidding, not going to do that. Anyway, this is on this is on Battle Royale. And they're fielding Upmagic. What is wrong with you, Estro? Save Upmagic for a different match. Not a single Terran player has ever won on this map. They've fielded Flash, they fielded Nada, they fielded Firebat Hero, although he was playing against Savior. Nevertheless, if none of those Terran can win on this map against a Zerg player, and they get completely crushed, even though they're really good Terran, maybe it's the map. Just saying. Just saying. Field anyone but Upmagic. Upmagic is one of your better players. Are you just throwing him out there to humble him, humiliate him? It's like rein him in. He thinks he's so good and has been playing so well lately. Let's make sure he knows that he can't win every single match. What is up with that? Anyway, yeah, I'm really expecting Hyun just to take this, not because he's, you know, this amazing Zerg player, but because it's Battle Royale, which is so Zerg favored. So Zerg favored. Two-player map, close quarters, map artifacts that favor Zerg. Terran have to defend all these random things out on their base all over the place. Upmagic's been playing pretty well lately. I think he's something like 7 out of 10 for his last 10, something like that. But nevertheless, why here? Play another guy, anyone else. Go. They could put Idra in here, and he's a Terran player, and he could lose just as well. No offense to him, but it's Battle Royale. Put Fancy in. Hyun. Hyun would be a great player to throw on this map. Why are they not playing Hyun? Why has Hyun not been played in quite some time? Has he just started sucking all of a sudden? I don't know. I thought he's one of these up-and-coming Zerg guys, and I don't know. He's just one of this huge losing streak, and we haven't seen him forever now. Oh well. Anyway, this is going to be, again, on Battle Royale, which, if you couldn't already tell, is one of those maps that is extremely Zerg favored. It's kind of the... I guess they had to make up for having the other anti-Zerg maps around. So they're like, okay, let's have the apology here. We've had the anti-Jaedong map in the past, which was Rush Hour 3 in last season's Pro League. We might as well have the every Zerg wins, just kind of the absolute field day here with Battle Royale. And it looks like Upmagic going to go for that mech build, which he does almost every single game. He's just really known for doing that. 12 hatch on the... Well, actually, was that a spawning pool in the background I missed? I think that was a spawning pool. I was so busy ranting that I... missed the opening build there for the Zerg player. Yeah, that is in fact a spawning pool. Spawning pool extractor, so I think that was an overpool. Yeah, there's that overlord from the overpool wandering out there. SCV Scout wandering in now as well. And a couple Zerglings produced, and Upmagic is actually going to have a lot of trouble even defending his assimilators here early. This is the thing, is having to defend those assimilators and somehow make a build out of it just seems a little bit too tall a task. Building something out in the middle of nowhere, right underneath an overlord, that's crazy, Upmagic. You crazy. What is he doing here? Kind of want to see what that building was. It almost looked like an academy out in the middle of the field, actually, just to throw those Zerglings off or force them to delay in building something. And a front door blockade. Interesting. So on the interior assimilator wall, building a front door blockade, he doesn't have any actual Marines. Okay, he has one Marine to defend it. I don't think that actually does that. Okay, yeah, that does stop Zerglings, in fact, but he has to lift it up to get the Marines back in at this location, and I don't think the Marines can fit through that gap. So single Marines will end up stranded and killed out there. And now the assimilators are being taken care of, and this factory build is going to be completely worthless for Upmagic. Basically, as soon as that single assimilator goes down, there's not a single unit that factory can build that can actually get outside the base. And it looks like, oh, never mind, two-port Wraith, which is smart. That's something you really have to do as a Terran player. Unfortunately, the anticipation factor is again going to be on Hyun's part. Hyun can just run back now that he's got that one assimilator down. Looks like he's going to seal himself off by taking down one assimilator, and he can go Hydralisk at this point and just be kind of ahead of the game. And it looks like 3 Marines kind of wandering out in the field. They can in fact slip through. Maybe Upmagic will be able to pull something out. So for all of the complaining I did right at the beginning, maybe. Now, Tech to Layer looks like we're going to see some sort of 2-hatch build, probably a 2-hatch to Spire, and the second assimilator being taken down by Upmagic himself. He wants to seal himself in to make sure he can just move units out at his own whim and desire. Lifting that factory off, just showing Hyun everything that's happening inside of his base, essentially, by lifting that off. I think that Overlord's also in range to actually see that starport going up as well. Let's see if these Zerglings are going to be able to shoot that gap. They can fit through. They're going to be close. Oh, they're going to be able to get in, and they're going to be able to kill all those Marines. Oh, Upmagic wasn't careful enough, and it looks like that factory is trying to get in position to, I'm not sure, do what. That must have just been scouting, and now Upmagic, he's like, well, I had a good idea, and just didn't end up working. Factory now being landed to try to produce a vulture, I assume. But 8 Marines inside the base, Spire and Hydralisk Den down, second gas being plopped, and that is going to be it for Upmagic's secondary. Single SCV getting into the fight at the very least. But yeah, that command center is going to be cancelled and delayed, amongst other things. A single Wraith running up, but Wraith do not kill Zerglings very quickly. So the Zerglings still going to be able to get a lot of kills. And this is giving Hyun more time to build anything to counter Wraiths, basically. Either Scourge or Hydralisks or anything, basically. And he can just, take his time, go open up another corner. It looks like that Wraith just running up to do some scouting. Not going to be able to kill a lot of drones to really equalize this. And it looks like just 2 Marines against 2 Marines, a couple Hydralisks versus this Zergling force, and Hydralisks most likely Hydralisks wandering in. So that should be it. Upmagic just does not have the forces on the ground to really work this, and he's trying to get some cloaking for his Wraith, but that's not going to happen. I wonder who the silver, because this is the thing, whenever you have a map that's so unbalanced like this, you inevitably wander out with just a random player who's not really well known coming up with some genius strategy to make it work. So it can't be Upmagic. Upmagic is too well known. They've got to come, some random Terran player that no one's ever heard of has got to work this. It looks like Upmagic actually putting up a pretty good defense there, killing a lot of those forces with just SCVs. Unfortunately, now he has no anti-air, and those Mulisks going to be able to wander in. I think there's an Overlord nearby still to provide some cloak support, and they're going to be able to wander up and wreak a lot of havoc here. Upmagic has more or less lost this game, but there's going to be some known, I guarantee it, because for every Monty Hall there's a silver. There's going to be some random guy who can make this map work, and I don't know how, but it's going to be brilliant. When you guys see it, you're going to be shocked, and I'll be there to commentate it, I promise. There's cloaking, but still looks like those mules going to be able to wander out. There's the Overlord. One getting taken out, and there's only one left, and that Overlord's slowly going to be able to move its way up. It looks like a Scourge getting in the mix as well. And there's that second Wraith now being plopped out. And now no anti-air to speak of. A single Vulture that can't even get out of its own base. Just absolutely pathetic. It's very sad. And more Zerglings wandering in. Again, Zerglings killing Vultures. What is with this? No, Zerglings, you're not supposed to kill Vultures like that. Upmagic desperately trying to get another turret up, but doesn't look like it's going to happen. There's GG. Hope you guys enjoyed it nevertheless, but it looks like Upmagic getting killed pretty easily as expected on this map, and now Hyun's coming out like, yeah, I'm awesome! Awesome! So good at this game. And it looks like, I believe that is going to force this, not to say he's a bad player, I'm just saying, I believe that is going to force this at the very least to a Game 4. And in Game 4, we are going to see Hyun. I think Hyun against I cannot remember who. And there's Upmagic. He's not crying. He's just like, duh heck, what can I do? He's always up in my face. I think that's what that signal is. Or maybe he's saying I can't see. The sun was in my eyes. The camera light's too bright. I'm too cool.